Did you know you cannot put a limit on anything? The more you dream, the farther you will get. You see, we have to stop making excuses for why we want to become successful and just do it. Listen, even eagles uses the negative energy of a storm to fly higher. What are you doing in your business today to fly higher? What are you doing to put yourself in the impossible? You see, the only limits to our realization of tomorrow will be our doubts of today. You have to stop doubting yourself of what you can and cannot do. You have to put yourself and stretch yourself to the farthest limit that you can go. The limits of the possible are only defined by going beyond them into the impossible. So ask yourself this question today. What are you gonna do to take your business to the next level? Are you gonna stop making excuses? Are you gonna start going out and pushing the product, pushing the services to that particular individual? Because remember, we are here to help people become great, to help people become better. Surpass your limits.
Oh, baby, come on and say it now. Just let the words come out. Tell me you love me.
No calories, no sweeteners, all smiles. Bubbly sparkling water. Crack a smile.
Hello world, how you guys doing? Welcome to Live 365, where I will be going live every day to give you guys tips on how you can become that much more successful in your entrepreneur journey. Listen, this particular broadcast, this live is brought to you by Bubbly, right? So I was told that I need to be drinking this, right? Definitely go get you a case. Listen, today's topic, you guys, is another one of my favorites, as they are all, right? But it is how to stop feeling overwhelmed by your goals. Okay. So I'm going to give you guys some tips. The first tip is pick one thing, right? Feeling overwhelmed often happens when you feel you have too much to do. But here's the thing. Regardless of how much you have to do, you can only do one thing at a time, period. Okay. So period. So pick one thing. That's the first step of not being overwhelmed. Tip 2, get pumped. Get pumped. If you feel overwhelmed about certain tasks, chances are you dread doing it. And even if you were to clear out your entire schedule just to focus on this one task, you may still find yourself procrastinating because you dread it so much. You got to have the energy. You got to get pumped up. Listen, I know what it feels like. Excuse me. I know what it feels like, right? To just be like, to have that drag, right? I'm telling you now, you got to get pumped about what you're doing. This is the reason why you can only pick one thing. Tip 3, break it down. Maybe you're feeling overwhelmed, not because you have too much to do or because you are not excited enough, but because your project just feels too monumental. People who have to accomplish major goals, like, say, writing a book, will often experience this, right? You got to break it down. Break that thing down. It's just like biting into a burger or a sandwich, right? You're going to break it down before you swallow it. It's the same way when it comes to your business, okay? Next tip, time boxing. This productivity hack is a favorite of most self-help junkies, and there are plenty of different time boxing methods and even apps to get you going. But the main premises is this: carve out a reasonable amount of time to focus on a task, just one task. Then set an alarm. Once that alarm goes off, you're done. Either go take a break or move on to another task. Listen, I love time boxing it, right? And listen, I just, if I have to work on emails 1 hour, as soon as that alarm goes off, I don't care wherever I'm at, I am done. Next thing, right? And you know what? I'm not even taking a break. I'm just moving to the next thing. Alarm goes off, I'm moving. And then when I get to the end of maybe a to-do list or what I want to do, it's wash, rinse, repeat. Start it all over again. Okay? This is how you be more productive. Next tip, make it smaller in your head. Focus on the next step. Oftentimes we feel overwhelmed in completing the task because we make that task so monumental, so important, so huge in our head. Again, take writing a book for an example. Maybe you're feeling overwhelmed, not writing a book, but because you're imagining that this book will have to be big, or it has to be like 200-300 pages, right? It will have to break records. It will have to be revolutionary. These are the things that's going through your head, which makes this particular objective or this project extremely huge. Make it smaller in your head. Okay. Last but not least, think of why. Quickly find a way to feel less overwhelmed with what you have to do is to think of a why, right? Think of why. When we look at the bigger picture, we often find the strength needed to get through a particular difficult to-do list. When we know why we do what we do, it makes it easier to actually do it, right? So you got to ask yourself that why question. Why am I doing this today? Is it going to help me today? Is it going to change anything today or this week or this month, right? And if not, then maybe it doesn't need to be at the top of the to-do list. Maybe you need to scale it down a little bit, okay? So listen, you guys, I hope that this information was helpful to you guys. If it was, do me a favor, share it on your page. And if you know somebody that needed to hear this information, tag them in the comment section below. Listen, you guys, I love you guys to life. Make sure that you guys go subscribe to the YouTube channel. Make sure that you guys are following me on my fan page on Facebook. Make sure you follow me on IG. Make sure you follow me on LinkedIn, okay? Other than that, I love you guys to life, and you already know the quote. Coming together is the beginning. Sticking together is progress. But working together is success. My name is Dr. Casual Pitts, and I'll see you guys in a few more minutes on the next